Yes.
What's up, everybody? We are back again to break down another episode of MTV's The Challenge Total Madness. This time, episode 4. You are chilling with the Valentines while my sister awkwardly smiles. What's good, Nicole?
I was just looking at all my tabs open and I was thinking about how mad you would be.
Yes, you're correct. I'm furious. Close them tabs.
Cool.
Let's get into this episode. What'd you think of the episode overall?
I'm still depressed, I think. Like, I hated the beginning, the recap, and every time they brought up CT, I felt like I couldn't go on.
Yeah. Especially with the previously on where Jay's just like, whoopsie, took out CT.
I know. So, I don't know. I think I'm still sad.
Yeah, definitely still feeling the effects of CT leaving the house. Everybody is. I mean, they, like you said, they talked about in the beginning of the episode. Seeing his name crossed out in the interrogation room is like, what? How'd that happen? Did he punch somebody?
I don't like it.
Yeah. But Jordan is, keeping us on our toes with his style. This time he is starring in Children of the Corn 9.
Yeah, there was one, his confessional. I think he was the first confessional one. And Sean and I looked at each other and Sean was like, what do you think about all that? I was like, I don't know, it's cool.
It's a lot going on. You know, yeah. I'm not going to lie, I love the finesse of his mustache.
Yeah, he's got a good stash. His style's always been...
Like, hey, you see? You see?
He owns his own clothing line, though. So, like, he's got his own style. Like, whatever. It's cool.
He's got enough money to wear whatever the hell he wants and feel comfortable. So go for it. Wear whatever you want. The Who Beat CT Club is actually bigger than most probably think.
Jay and somebody else were talking about it. It was
Kyle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Kyle in that 3-way elimination where it was like Kyle, JP, and CT. And then like I won't even go over that because I have bias towards CT and people might get mad, but I don't think CT should have lost that. I think it was cheap. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, we have opinions here on our podcast. So what?
We have very strong opinions when it comes to CT, Cara, Jenna, Camilla.
The what? The who name? You can say that. We gotta bleep that out.
I know, right?
So yeah, it's bigger than most people realize. So Brad has beaten CT in elimination. People might get mad at me for this too, but I think that elimination was bullshit.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, I'll keep going. And then Bananas and Tyler also beat CT and Adam in an elimination, but that elimination was bullshit.
Okay, why?
Okay, so the one versus Brad, you had to unhook a carabiner. It was like basically like a tug of war. They had to push this pole to a carabiner and then unlock the flag. CT demolished Brad, but ripped the flag off instead of unhooking the carabiner, so he got disqualified.
Oh, so...
I mean, it's to CT stupidity, but...
But if he took 1 second to just go... He
outperformed Brad, but lost the elimination.
Got it. Okay.
That's how I look at it. And then, again, it was Bananas and Tyler versus CT and Adam on Rivals 1, the elimination before the final. Adam completely did not, CT's partner Adam did not listen to the instructions and kept messing up the elimination, kept taking the wrong balls, which ultimately cost them. But yeah, those are the only two that I...
What are CT's stats? Because they were saying how he had 5 red skulls, I think. So that means he won 5 eliminations. But I don't even know if those stats are good because...
No, they're not. He's like 5-5 in eliminations.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why when that happened, I was like, 5. Why don't you go to Wes's helmet? This dude's got like 16 skulls.
He does?
Yeah. So does Cara, but Cara's not on the season, so you can't see.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Cara and Wes have the most eliminations for females and males.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Also, Bananas beat.
I missed like the old Cara. What the?
Maybe we'll get it back eventually. I mean, I don't think Paulie and Cara will last forever, so
She just
eventually.
needs to break up with Paulie, and then I feel like problem solved.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Easier said than done. So Bananas also beat CT in this puzzle type elimination on free agents. That was fair. I got no harps about that one.
Okay.
And then so Kyle, JP, and then Jay this season.
I can't.
Yeah, it happened. It definitely happened. We're not dreaming.
All right, let's stop talking about it.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on to The Eyes Don't Lie, Chico.
To what?
Bear said that to KAILAH.
What did he say?
He said, "The eyes don't lie, Chico." He didn't even use the feminine version of Chica. Yeah.
Bear is hilarious, but also
yeah. So let's talk about that.
Yeah.
What do you think about what happened? The fire. What do you think about Bear the fireman?
Like, oh man. Okay, so if I saw it from a distance, I would think it was funny. If I was the one getting chemicals sprayed into my face and mouth, I would have been.
You might have been Ashley. You might have spit in his face.
I would have been very, very upset because I don't know if you've ever sprayed a fire extinguisher, but it's like really gross, bad smelling chemicals. So like if that goes in my face, I'm gonna be really, really mad. Also that room is probably ruined. Like, I don't know if he did something, there's like a line with a prank. Like if it was something else, like a hose, like he sprayed water on everybody, that would have been fine. It would have been funny, but spraying like chemicals on everybody.
Yeah. So my theory is it's funny for the first 5 seconds, and then he holds on that fire extinguisher. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
I counted 10 seconds.
Yeah, and he like kept. It
was
like,
too much.
Like, maybe that would have been fine.
Or just
or if he like did it in the air, so it didn't go directly in people's faces. Yeah, it just. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was really funny though how Big T, Maddie, and Tori were all like on the side, like it was hilarious.
Yeah, Tori's like, in one way, it's the most hilarious thing that's ever happened. Yeah, as it was. I mean, when people get hurt, sometimes it's funny.
Yeah, the people who thought it was funny though weren't the ones who got sprayed. So
yeah.
But
it worked. Bear's purpose was to impress KAILAH, and it worked.
I know, she's like, it did. Like, she literally was like, I'm not mad about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh. Wait, so actually there was a piece that happened before this that kind of ties into it, where Maddie and Ashley decide that they're going to be an alliance.
Mm.
And then as soon as this happens, Ashley spits in Bear's face, and Maddie's like, oh yeah, no, F you, like, that's, we don't do that.
And the end of the Ashley-Maddie alliance happened within an hour.
No, not even like 10 minutes. Like,
because she was, yeah.
Oh man, I'm really liking Maddie season.
I like Maddie, yeah. Her floor band was short when I was watching her on that. That was a little, I don't know, I didn't like her as much as on the challenge, and then she's on the challenge again and I like her.
Yeah. Oh, on the other show, yeah.
Yeah.
It was fine. I think this is, I don't know, it feels like more of her element. Like I think she likes to compete. I don't know. So far so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, yeah, Ashley hawks a loogie. So I'm assuming you think Bear deserved that.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so one side of me is like, I'm kind of with Maddie where, like, spitting in somebody's face is worse than punching them.
Yeah, I was about to say, what's your level? Is it
like spitting
punching in the face?
Spitting on somebody's face is, like, so disrespectful, like, way beyond punching somebody. it's like you think that person is literally the scum of the earth. So like for me to spit in somebody's face, but the reason why I think in the challenge people are so quick to spit is because they don't get kicked off for spitting.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think what it came down to, and I could be wrong, and I'm not sticking up for Ashley because I don't really care about Ashley, but if I was Ashley and I was so mad and I really wanted to punch him, but I couldn't because I would lose the chance of winning $1 million, I might spit.
And you got all this toxic chemicals in your mouth. And
in a normal, let's say this was outside of the show and somebody sprayed that in my face, would I spit in their face? No, I'd probably punch them. So
right.
I think it's just because of the you know.
It's like the challenge equivalent for punching somebody.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't want to see it though. Let's not make it a habit. It's nasty.
Yeah, I mean, eventually maybe TJ will say like, you spit in somebody's face, you're out.
Yeah, that's true.
But how about, I mean, I guess this kind of goes right into the Mattie Ashley fight where Ashley did not need to air. That was too far, man. And you know what? It bit her in the ass. Like, yeah. So you don't think, and I think Dee said it, or somebody was like, this is the challenge. Like, we're here to compete, and yeah, there's going to be arguments and like, you know, opposing sides, but you don't bring people's personal shit and like drag it in the mud. Like, I don't know. It was just, it wasn't classy. It wasn't a good look. And I'm glad that majority of the house saw it and was not cool with it.
Yeah, it was just when it's one of those moments you say it. She said it in front of the whole house, and it's like right when you say it, it's like, ugh, you know, yeah. Like when you do that face, you know it's not good.
And you're trying to make Mattie look bad, but all you're really doing is making yourself look bad.
And then I actually had it mixed up. I don't know. Ashley was really a mess this episode.
Yeah, she just is consistently like a little unstable.
Yeah, unstable.
which is one of the reasons I kind of like her, because she's entertaining. But yeah. But and then what about Mattie and Nani? Like, what? I didn't really understand.
That's Nani in a nutshell, though. Nani was like, you know what? Fuck you. Like,
yeah, but was she like really sticking up for Ashley, or her and Ashley that tight? Like, I didn't understand where Nani came from.
I don't know. Nani kind of said in the confessional, like, I don't know if it's just because like the last few seasons haven't gone my way, or we're stuck in a bunker, but it was like she hit her boiling point. She just wanted to yell at somebody, and Mattie was the one yelling, and it looked like Nani was on Ashley's side during this, so she's gonna attack the other side.
All like leading up to this point, Big T was so excited to kind of be Ashley's like protege, and
I was too.
And Big T said, "I don't want to work with Ashley anymore."
Yeah.
After, so I don't know. This honestly, like, it seems like, oh, just a little argument, whatever, not a big deal. Like, I think this will stain Ashley's reputation for a little while. Like, I think a lot of people now, like, even going, let's say she's on next season, I just feel like a lot of people are going to be a little hesitant to work with her because of this whole big blowout.
Yeah, and it's weird in the challenge house. I'd rather work with somebody who got kicked off the last season for physical, like for punching somebody, rather than like working with somebody who said some awful things.
Yeah, that's because half of the game is your political game. If you're being a shitty person,
you're just creating a target.
Yeah.
For a reason.
So I don't know. All right. Ashley cried again.
Yeah, let's give it up for security this episode for getting nobody sent home.
Yeah. 2 times security showed up at least.
Security got more airtime in this one episode than Jenna the whole season. Wow.
Ashley cried, and I have the timestamp for it, so fight me.
This episode? Because, what happened last episode? Huh?
Whatever.
Whatever is right.
On to the daily challenge.
Yeah, I think I wrote down she maybe cried. But anyway. So yeah, on to the daily challenge. Like you said, Cold War. Explain it real quick. TJ randomly splits everybody up into teams of 5. On each team, 3 people will be the ones in the ice cold water, collecting the puzzle pieces and ultimately solving the puzzle. The other 2 go for a hike, go watch a movie or something. I don't know. I don't know where they go.
What do you mean, the icebreakers?
Yeah. What was that?
That was, that was very stupid. They should have been the puzzle.
Yeah.
That was, for something that was visually was really, it looked really cool.
Yes.
And the actual challenge itself was difficult, and it was a good challenge. So underwhelming to have these two people breaking ice and putting it into the water. I mean, I'm a biologist and a chemist, and I will say, I don't think it was going to affect the water that much.
Yeah, I know. Like one ice block is going to like drop it 4 degrees. Like
I understand how ice works, but I just don't see how it would have really made that big of a difference. Especially considering they're only in the water for hopefully a couple minutes. By the time the ice has any effect, like I don't know. I just thought it was very silly.
Yeah, I think, like you said, an easy fix to this challenge. It was a good challenge. It could have been an amazing challenge. Was just put those 2 ice pickers on the puzzle solving.
Yeah.
Boom.
So as soon as they announced it's teams of 5, hold on, before I lose my shit. Oh, breathe. They announced it's teams of 5, and Jenna goes, "Oh, I'm so happy it's teams of 5 because I don't have to try." I love working in teams because I don't have to try as hard. I'm like,
you paraphrased, but yeah, that's basically what you meant.
That's not exactly what she said, but that's what she said.
She was like, I don't like relying on myself. I like relying on other people. Yeah,
and then she was the first icebreaker, or the first or second icebreaker. And she's like, look at, I'm doing an arm workout. And then I'm like,
I think me being over Jenna rubbed off on you.
Is she taking this seriously?
I don't know. I don't know. She's just chilling. I don't know.
Maybe
honestly I can't read her. I can't read her.
Maybe because she has a wedding coming up. This is just like
vacation or something.
Or she just wants to get it over with. I don't know. Anyway, that irked me so bad when she basically said she's happy she doesn't have to try as hard. What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, I was like, this is the confessional you get. Thanks. Thanks for your input.
But this was crazy to watch. I have a lot of comments.
Let's start off with the elephant in the room, Nelson, Dee, and KAILAH.
Oh, what yeah. I mean, I will give it, this is Dee's season.
I told you that. This is Dee's season.
This is Dee's season. Whether I don't know if I necessarily like her or don't like her.
Very neutral on her.
Yeah, I'm almost like just sitting back and I'm like, I have my cigar and my scotch and I'm like, what are you going to do?
Yeah,
what are you going to do?
What's your next move?
I'm not sure. I don't want to make a call on it yet, but I very impressed with her not quitting. They were freezing.
Yeah, I think somebody said 15 minutes they were in there.
Yeah, none of them were trying to quit, but especially Dee was like, I'm not quitting.
Yeah, Dee looked like a maniac in there. She was like, yeah.
But I'll give it to all 3 of them, KAILAH, Nelson, and Dee. They all have a lot of heart and a lot of drive to stay in there. And then you compare them to Corey, Kyle, and Bailey, and you're like, who wants it more, man? Like,
oh yeah, that was really bad by Corey. That's almost counts as quitting a challenge. I mean, yeah, basically.
Yeah, they gave up.
I think Corey was spearheaded the giving up though. He was like, let's call it. Like he kept
yeah, and if your biggest guy on your team is saying they want to give up.
Yeah, imagine Bailey what?
You might as well give up because if they're not trying, you're not going to win. But I don't know. Seeing those two side by side was wild. There's a lot that happened with this. So you have them, Nelson going to the medic, Jordan saying to Tori or saying out loud, he's just cold. He'll warm up. He'll thaw out. And I'm like, Jordan, chill. Kind of trivializing what was happened. Yes, he'll be fine probably, but he was definitely making it seem like it wasn't as big of a deal as it was. Probably just so that way he could help Tori to.
Yeah. It's all about Tori. Jordan does not care about himself this season. It's clear. He just cares about getting Tori to the final.
Yeah, because he's won, he's done it, and he wants her to experience it. So
Yeah.
I respect it. And then how about Jay, Tori, and Wes?
They did great.
Tori is one of my favorite competitors, obviously. I love
She's one of your favorite persons.
Yeah, I really just like her as a person. Like I don't follow many challenge people on Instagram. I have, and I usually end up removing them, but she's one that I can consistently
She's a keeper.
follow. Yeah. But she's like, oh yeah, Wes peed to warm up the area around him, and she's like, I don't really mind because, do whatever you gotta do. I'll swim in some pee.
Yeah. That's how it should be. You know some other people on the challenge, you're like, ew, get out, pee.
Yeah.
What?
And then one other thing that I noted during all of this was Fessy, Josh, and Rogan when they were diving, and everybody was laughing at them because they just looked like three. What did somebody say? This is like the Chippendale or something.
Bananas was like, yeah. What it reminded me of, you remember Zoolander?
Yeah.
When they were trying to get in the computer, they're like, somebody told them the file's in the computer, and they're like, in the computer? And then they're just like monkeys, like, ooh, ooh, ah! There's like destroying the computer, like trying to get inside of it.
This reminded me of I went whitewater rafting, and I actually the other day had to watch the video of it for work. So in the video of me whitewater rafting, there's another raft of guys that just happen to be videotaped at the same time. And it's a raft of 6 bros, and they all were shirtless and like really muscular. And their raft was behind ours the whole time. And so we were like laughing at them the whole time because they were just like, they'd all like chest bump, or they'd like keep high-fiving or like hitting their and there's no reason why they didn't need, like, everyone else had shirts on. And it just reminded me of those bros from when I went whitewater rafting.
Yeah, just typical bros, just.
So much testosterone.
Yeah.
And then TJ laughing at them when they were trying to do the puzzle.
Yeah.
Whenever TJ laughs, it just warms my heart.
Yeah, we haven't gotten a "you killed it" from TJ yet this season.
I know.
What is up with that? It doesn't feel like a challenge season until TJ says you killed it.
I know. Maybe we need to change it to he gives you a compliment. But
I don't know. I think more just up the points for killed it because he apparently doesn't say it as much as we thought.
He used to, at least, yeah.
So yeah, the eventual winners are Bananas, Bear, Anissa, and then with Big T and Casey. They come up, Bananas basically comes up with the winning strategy of releasing all of the puzzle pieces, letting them float, and like releasing and untying and unlatching these pieces while your fingers are still warm enough.
Shout out to Anissa in this challenge. She did great on the diving portion and the puzzle portion.
The only thing is I get terrified when she jumps in excitement, because she hurts her ankle pretty much every time.
Oh, yeah.
Like, stop doing that.
And then Bear's obnoxious when he finds out that they win. Oh,
I love it.
I do too, but it's just like,
even if I was there, I would laugh at Bear. Like, I wouldn't get mad at that.
You can't take him too seriously, and I think the people in the house who take him too seriously are the ones who butt heads with him.
And I agree. So yeah, Bananas, Bear, and Anissa complete the puzzle in record timing. Big T and Casey join them in the winning team, and TJ announces that the tribunal will be everybody on the team. So the tribunal will consist of 5 people. So they're all there. And then you have Corey quits.
It was kind of cool to see Maddie. So once the tribunal was formed, it was kind of cool to see Maddie and Kyle talking about voting Ashley in, because they hooked up, 2 seasons ago?
Yeah, so they were partners on The World's 1, and they hooked up as well.
So it's kind of nice to see that they're friends.
Yeah, a past relationship staying true.
Yeah.
I mean, both of them, Kyle and Maddie, seem like great friends.
Yeah.
Kyle busts people's balls a lot, but that's the type of friend he is.
I
season of
like Kyle this
balls.
season too.
Yeah.
I haven't always liked him. There was one season where he was like pretty womanizing.
Yeah. I
And
think that was the season where like it was a season after he hooked up with Kara, and then he came into the season and hooked up with like Faith,
yeah,
like right off the bat, and then
I think that's it.
Ashley, and it was like it was weird. But yeah, we get to nominations. So yeah, Ashley's blow up with Maddie gets her all of the votes in this nomination.
It was nice
Yeah, not much.
How Kyle stopped it to say like, all right, we don't need to go around and hear everybody,
Yeah. Is
talk.
this Kyle playing the game or is that him being a person?
I think it's about 60% game, 40% him being a person,
Yeah,
which is
it's fine.
that's what you got to do.
Okay, yeah.
And it makes him look good not only to Ashley, but it makes him look good to everybody in the house. Like, oh wow, regardless if I like Ashley or not, that was a nice thing that he did. I hope he would do that for me.
Mm, yeah. Kyle has a way with words.
Yeah.
Dee tells Ashley, Dee kind of wants to make it known to the whole house that she no longer wants to work with Ashley. So she tells her that she can't trust her anymore. I just love the faces of Josh and Bailey after she says that. I don't know if you caught it, but I'll put up a screenshot. It was pretty funny.
No, I don't know if I did, but when she blatantly, turns on Ashley, and that again, like I think that makes me like Dee.
I kind of liked her less after she said that. I'm like, that was pointless. You didn't have to do that.
I know I wasn't sure if I respected it or thought it was rude. I don't know. I'm on the fence with everything she does. I don't know.
She said like, I know we've been friends this season, but I just can't trust you. I mean, I guess it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, she's being honest,
Yeah,
and she didn't want to
Ashley.
be. And she's playing the game well because she doesn't want to be associated with Ashley because Ashley
Yeah,
has a target. So she
yeah. She's
honestly,
always game is number one on her mind behind Rogan. So let's
yeah,
just put that out there.
yeah. Well, whatever. Somewhere in this episode, Rogan admits that he loves her.
Yeah. So okay, what's happening? Don't know.
You know what I mean? So whatever. Let them work that out. She's not crazy for still liking him
Yeah,
because
they're both. They're not, neither of them are crazy. I don't know. Either
yeah.
neither of them are crazy or both of them are crazy.
And if they're both crazy, then they might as well be crazy together. So
I don't see them. I don't see it working out.
I don't know.
But I could be wrong. What do I know about relationships?
Nothing. It's gonna be okay. It's probably not gonna be okay.
All right, so we go out clubbing, a night out, and we see Big T grow up before our eyes, learns how to play the game.
With bananas. Oh man.
Bananas copies me and says that he's Big T's biggest fan, but I've been saying that since day one, since last season.
I loved this was one of my favorite moments this season when Bananas says one of his favorite competitors of all time in the challenge is Big T.
Yeah.
I
got a good judge of character. That's what that means.
I really like her too. Whenever she's on the screen, I think she's the cutest thing. And
her accent is adorable. It's
adorable.
like she's like a spy or a detective all the time.
She looks like a little she's just so cute. I don't.
She looks like a little bottle of champagne. Like I don't know. Like, she's just all bubbly and.
So it's cool that Bananas, sees that and gives her some pointers and kind of takes her under his wing.
Yeah, but she goes off on her own and she kills it. It didn't sound like she was gonna in the beginning. I thought she was gonna get caught in her own lie.
She literally was able to get KAILAH, Jenna, and Nani, the Holy Trinity, which, let's be honest, they're probably the least
important alliance.
Like that you need to be worried about. They're the
Big T was like they're the strongest alliance. I'm like
they're the strongest alliance.
They're the tightest alliance.
In the sense that they won't turn on each other, but they're probably the least likely to succeed. So it is almost nice just to know that you have their numbers because you have three automatically. So At first I was hesitant about her gameplay there. Like, really, you want to go with them? But it was smart because she knew if she got one of them, she got all three of them.
Yeah, she made the Holy Trinity rely on her in this tribunal, which will help her out in the long run.
Yep.
Big T coming to play. She better be a regular in the challenge house.
Yeah, well, I got to see more from her
Competitively. I just remember her killing it against Georgia in that elimination. It went on for like ever, and she definitely surprised me. So I think she's got it in the tank. But yeah, like you said, yeah, we haven't seen too many instances of her competing.
I miss Georgia still.
Yeah, I was about to say Georgia and Big T are like my two UK like have-to-haves.
Is Jenny's UK, right?
Jenny, yeah.
I
like her.
I love Jenny. Like, I'm in love with Jenny. Anyway, all right. So
you're in love with Jenny?
I don't. But then again, there's Tori, so I don't know. It's complicated. No, Jenny honestly is my. I think she might be my. If I had to pick one person I wanted to win, it might be Jenny.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a safe pick. That's for sure.
Jenny or Tori, because I like Tori, but Jenny because
I think Tori has too many enemies because of Jordan this season.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard for her to win a challenge from now on if she's on a season with Jordan. I feel like people will look at them as a threat, as like a power couple, and try to get one of them out. But Tori's strong enough to just, go into elimination and win to the end. So
unless it's Jenny.
Yeah. So yeah, tribunal interrogation. They end up choosing D, Tori, and Maddie. We kind of talked about this, but I wrote like D. Yeah, like you said, D. This is D's season. She's playing a very high octane game, a lot of action, but I don't know if it'll help her in the long run. Yeah. She's had drama with Rogan and Jen. She's won challenges. After this, she's won elimination. She's not afraid to speak out. She went after Bananas the second night. Like, she's doing a lot, maybe too much.
I don't know.
We'll see.
I don't know.
But yeah, anything else before we get to Purgatory?
My only comments were, D with the old beef with Bananas. Maybe I feel like it wasn't worth. That might have not been worth it.
Why'd you do it, D? I don't like her reasoning. It was, I wanted to go big. Oh, I hate that. I hate going big means going for Bananas.
Tori, I understand her saying if it's a puzzle, she doesn't want it. Kind of sounds cheap or scared, but I kind of get it. If you have the choice and you know Ashley's good at puzzles, don't take the chance,
Especially when you know the person that's already in elimination is like a puzzle genius.
But also, I hope that makes Tori realize, step up your puzzle game,
Yeah, I mean, she should know this already.
Yeah. And then Maddie, I was a little bit shocked and disappointed when Maddie says she doesn't really want to go in.
Yeah. I'm thinking with these, newer people, Maddie's only been on one other season. And then, I don't know, maybe she just wants to be in the house for a good amount of time.
Maybe she knows she doesn't really have a chance to make it to the final, so she just wants to stay in the house as long as she can and enjoy it.
You think Maddie? You don't think Maddie has a chance in the final?
I think she does, but maybe it sounds like she doesn't have confidence in herself.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be hard for her to win a final if it's a lot of running. Because we saw on her in the other final, didn't last too long. But that was
But I feel like she's I think she's gotten in better shape, or she said that she has.
Yeah. So Purgatory. Nobody in the tribunal nominates themselves to go against Ashley in this elimination. It looks like a complex elimination with multiple layers, so they don't know exactly what it is. They don't want to risk themselves. I understand that.
Yeah.
So they all vote for D. And it's D versus Ashley. Two champs going at it. One champ will leave.
So them voting for D kind of meant that they were hoping D would lose?
Yeah, so I mean, it's a good vote because Maddie wasn't ready to go in. Tori didn't want to go in a puzzle. It's a puzzle. Dee wanted to go in no matter what, and you want to get rid of her. So it's like,
And you're almost doing Dee a favor, but maybe doing yourself a favor if she doesn't win. So it's a win-win. Yeah.
yep. Yeah, so it was the best choice. The elimination is called Code Breaker. Each of them have a wheel. The wheel has 5 rings. To begin, you spin your first ring, whatever symbol it lands on. You have to find in these hanging pots, and by getting to the hanging pots, you need to roll this huge die over and use it as a step ladder to smash the pot, check for your tile, and if the symbol on the tile resembles the symbol on the spinning wheel, then you have to do that 5 times. Once you get all 5 tiles, on the back are past challenge seasons, and you have to put them in chronological order.
Yeah.
A lot of layers. I didn't expect that last layer to put them in chronological order and like past challenge seasons. That was kind of random.
I did not like this challenge at all. There's a lot of holes in it. First, there is no puzzle. It looks like it's a puzzle, but there was no puzzle.
Yeah, it's just like luck, honestly, when it comes to, is my tile in this one or in the other 20?
There was way too much luck in here, and I don't think that there should be virtually no luck playing into an elimination, because this is an elimination. So when this whole thing was like 40% luck if you hit the right. What if the one that you land on happens to be the one all the way in the back that takes you 6 to get to, or it happens to be the first one you hit?
Yeah.
And I hate it. I don't think that should have.
Yeah. Personally, I didn't mind the elimination as a whole. I've seen eliminations when luck is a bigger variable than that, so maybe that's why. I liked the challenge season order at the end. I didn't like it. I liked it, but now that we have people from the UK and Australia, it's not fair to them.
Yeah.
They don't have access to these seasons.
Do you really think it's not fair? I think it's 100% fair. And if you're going to be on this show, like you and I it's $5 a month to download MTV hits on Amazon, and you could watch old seasons.
Yeah, or just look up the order of the seasons. I'm sure they'll all do that now.
Like, I don't know. I don't.
So I guess I guess you changed my mind. Yeah, originally I was like, it's not fair, but yeah, if you get invited to a show, you better know what you're getting into.
I would say if they were going back like 10 plus years, then I might say it's not fair. But if they're going back, when was the first time they had?
I don't know. The Inferno was one of the challenges, and that might have been 10 years ago.
So what? How many years ago was the first UK? Was that 4 years ago?
It was on not 30-30. It was on Vendettas. Kyle was on Vendettas along with Joss.
How many years ago? Or season?
There was Vendettas, Final Reckoning, World of Worlds 1, World of Worlds 2, Total Madness. So 5 seasons.
So take 4 out of 5 of the last years, and then take one random one way in the past, because then at least the people know, okay, I know what the last 4 years were. Yeah. That must be the first. Because I don't know, I'm 50-50 on it, where if you're going to be in a show, you should do your research on it. You know that they do trivia. But at the same time, I don't know if they should have pulled seasons from so far back that none of them were on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be another thing if it was like, Dirty 30, Final Reckoning, stuff like that. But yeah, it was seasons they'd never even heard of. I'm sure they didn't even know they were challenge season titles, like Inferno, Cutthroat, Bloodline. She didn't know any of them.
When I was watching it, I was thinking of you, because I knew that you would know they were.
That's why I liked this, because I'm a challenge historian myself. So
what do you think about, overall, whether it was luck, which I do think luck was a big part of it. Dee got all of her 5 pieces first. You saw Ashley broke like a lot. She wasn't moving slow. She broke a lot of them. And I do think she undercompeted, but not by as much as how far Dee was ahead. I think luck was a big piece of that. And then, what do you think about Dee getting help from Wes? Like Dee never.
I don't mind the help. We have seen help from the crowd pretty much anytime it's possible.
Yeah. It's not usually as direct as this, where putting something in order. Usually it's advice of like how to.
That's true. Yes. So, yeah, I mean, personally, I'd like it if they made a rule where you can't help out and stuff like this. But Ashley was taking a long time. It was almost like Dee deserved to win that elimination at that point.
I guess, yeah. I don't know. I didn't like this one.
I'm up in the air about it. I wish I felt one way or the other, but it's too convoluted. Like, there's too many variables. I don't know.
I didn't like this elimination. I feel like this one I didn't like. The one with Jenny and Jen was underwhelming.
I mean, it may have been cool, but it was a one-person elimination pretty much.
Yeah. I don't know. Wes helping, whatever, it's fine. It's kind of interesting that Bananas is like, why is Wes helping my enemy? It's like, Wes is teamed up with Dee. Like, why are you even shocked?
Yeah. Ultimately, I don't think this will have any influence on the house looking forward.
No.
That's kind of like where I stand. Like, everything that happened, it happened, and we're probably not going to look back at it.
Ashley's reaction when she loses is the weirdest thing I have ever seen. I love you guys. I love you all. I love you. Blah, blah,
She's
blah.
a mess up here. Yeah, she's a mess.
And then she just snaps. Like,
at Wes.
Yeah, she and Banana said Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. She's crazy.
Yeah, and that's why we love her, and that's why she gets invited back.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's it. Dee kind of smokes Ashley in finding the tiles, and then it just comes down to Wes helping Dee finish the elimination.
Yeah. I've seen better.
Bye-bye, Ashley. I'm sure we will see you in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Next on, so that wraps it up for this episode, but the next episode is going to be one of the best this season. We get KAILAH finally gives in to Bear.
Yep.
And then we see an elimination where the ball is on fire.
Okay.
So they're in like uniforms. It's you remember the Bananas Darrell elimination where they have to put the ball in the hole in the center. It's that, but the ball is on fire.
Cool.
So yeah, excited for that. But yeah, that wraps up our breakdown for episode 4 of Total Madness. Hope you enjoyed. Please remember to give us a like if you enjoyed the video. Feel free to write some comments in there, ask some questions, anything. We'd love to hear what you have to say. And we will see you guys next week.
Later, Gators.
Later.